There's a new leader over the top of the Zweite Bundesliga, and St. Pauli lead the charge. But who can catch him in the next one? I just want to take a look at that and more next. In the previous video today, we look forward to match number 10 or 10 over in the side of the Bundesliga, and we'll get to it in just one second. If you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe button to keep your bang out today with all things Bundesliga, Spire related, Bab Rovers related, woo, football related. We're going to all here, boys. Under one roof, it's starting to get very, very tight at the top of the table with 5 points separating the first 8 teams. Oh my goodness gracious me! As a Werder Bremen, Schalke trying to make an instant return back to the top 5. Take a look at that and more. Interesting. Second, a big shout out to my VIPs. They are the tree on. Big shout out to you guys for your support. And if you're interested in helping us out, check out the link down below, patreon.com/RoverC. So here we go, lads. Of course, recap the games that did take place last time around. Of course, including Werder Bremen's big win over Heidenheim, 3-0 win, and I called it, boys. Absolutely called it. 3-0 in the end. Schalke also big winners over Ingolstadt, 3-0 win to go up to 4th in the table. 2-1 win was my pick. Holstein Kiel did lose to Hansa Rostock, who are up and at them up to 14th now. 2-0 win with them. Düsseldorf also lost to Paderborn. Of course, moved back up to 3rd. 3-2 win, 5-goal thriller there. The biggest win was the new leaders, St. Pauli's 3-0 win over Dynamo Dresden. Of course, they got to 1st. Dresden tumble all the way down to 11th right now, of course. So a big loss for them. Nürnberg, Hannover, elsewhere, 0-0 in the end. Nürnberg remaining in 5th. Hannover, 96 down in 13th. Unlucky for some. Erzgebirge Aue did draw with Hamburger SV. Of course, they moved up to 17th, I think. And Hamburger SV remain in 7th. Jahn Regensburg drew with Karlsruher 2-2. Karlsruher down to 10th. Jahn Regensburg down to 2nd. And finally, Sandhausen got a bit of a battering. Darmstadt, 6-1 win. Darmstadt up to 9th. Sandhausen are in trouble. Of course, that's the results last round. This is the table as it stands. Of course, St. Pauli lead the charge, 1 point clear over Jahn Regensburg. Paderborn are in 3rd. And then, of course, Schalke and then the chasing back. Ingolstadt is the bigger Aue. And I believe Sandhausen in the relegation discussion at the moment. But, of course, a lot more games to be had. Werder Bremen stuck in 8th. Let's get into that. Of course, taking a look at the prediction league. Let's have a look at how you guys got on. Your man kicking asses. Of course, Kevin picked up 6 out of 9. Not too shabby. Their hands worse into 2nd spot. And then the chasing pack. There you go. Top honours for you. How about the overall grand scheme of things? Here it is. Have a look at it. It is Nanak M, of course, is your prediction king. At the moment, 4 points go over Iman Hussein, Shepherd Winky, and Shane O'Donnell make up the bronze medal spot at the moment. But again, lots of points still on the offering. So don't give up just yet. I'm just make sure that's all cleaned up. I think it looks good. That's the situation. If you want to get involved, use the code Bundesliga. It is free. Get involved. The more, the merrier. Let's get into it then, shall we? It will be kicking us all off. It will be Hamburger SV taking on Fortuna Düsseldorf. Let's get into this one now. Played at the Volkspark Stadion on the 16th of October. Played the 9 times since 1995. 5 wins to Hamburg, 1 for Düsseldorf, and 3 draws. Biggest win for Hamburg, 11-goal thriller going in favour of Hamburg. 7-4 in the end. Biggest win for Düsseldorf, 2-0 win in the end. Just 1 defeat the past 6 games for Hamburg as they make a push. I mean, we're just 1 defeat the past 5 for Düsseldorf as they also make a push. Both coming to this 58% form. Meanwhile, last time played in Hamburg was a 2-1 win for Hamburg, who have not lost since 2012 over Düsseldorf. I was in the Bundesliga. Of course, Hamburg did lose to Wolfsburg in whatever that was. It's a friendly. Hamburg did a draw with Erzgebirge Aue last round. Meanwhile, Düsseldorf lost to Paderborn as well last round. Look at the odds on this one. Hamburger SV coming to 43 on. They are your favourites. 45-ish draw, 65-ish long shots. That's Düsseldorf on this. 2-1 win for the hosts on this one to get their dream alive. And of course, maybe a return to the top flight is not out of the question. Karlsruher SC will take on Erzgebirge Aue. That's right. Coming at you on Saturday, October the 16th. These two sides played each other according to my eyes. 24 times in 2003. 5 wins for Karlsruhe, 11 wins for Erzgebirge Aue, and 8 draws. Biggest win for Karlsruhe, 5-2 win. The biggest win away was a 4-1 win. Karlsruhe just 1 win in 6 for them. Meanwhile, Erzgebirge Aue unbeaten in the last. Oh, not unbeaten. They're without a win in 6, losing 5 and drawing 1. Last time played each other in Karlsruhe was a 0-0 draw in the Zweite Bundesliga back in April 2021. Erzgebirge Aue picked up a draw against Hamburger SC. Meanwhile, Karlsruhe picked up a draw against one of the top 2 boys, Jahn Regensburg. Coming into this one, Karlsruhe 8-38 on for the victory. 92 is your draw. Sorry, 92 is your away. 11-4 is your draw. So Karlsruhe are your favourites. That's where I'm going with the 1-0 win on this one. Next, of course, with Darmstadt against Werder Bremen. On Sunday, October the 17th, they played each other according to my eyes 5 times to 2015, 1 win apiece, and 3 draws. Biggest win for Darmstadt, 2-1 win. Biggest win the other way was a 2-0 win for Bremen, of course. Darmstadt came to this winning 3 and losing 2 at the last 5. However, Werder Bremen just 1 win in 6, but better form over the grand scheme of things. Of course, winning 4 out of the last 6 games, 67% form. Last time I picture in Darmstadt was a 2-2 draw back in October 2016. Bremen picked up a win against Heidenheim last round, 3-0 win. Meanwhile, Darmstadt with a 6-1 win over Sandhausen. Look at the odds on this one. We got Darmstadt 2-1 for the victory, 30-10 is your Werder, Bremen 12-5 is your draw. Tight. We're going to go with Bremen on this one. They, of course, cream will rise to the top at the end of this season. We will see. Heidenheim will take on St. Pauli, current leaders. Of course, these two sides play each other, according to my knowledge. 14 times to 2014, 7 wins for Heidenheim, 5 wins for St. Pauli, and 2 draws. Of course, coming into this one, Heidenheim's big win over St. Pauli, 3-0 win. Same can be said the other way. Heidenheim just won defeat the past 5. St. Pauli, 3 wins on the bounce. So, of course, 4 wins in the past 5 games if you want to look at it a bit broader than that. 67% form for St. Pauli, 58% form for Heidenheim. That's the picture that in Heidenheim was a 7-goal thriller going in favour of St. Pauli. 4-3 win in the end. They're unbeaten in the last 3, scoring 8 in the last 2 together, of course. So they've been dog fest. That's what I'm trying to say in the last 2 games. Of course, St. Pauli beat Dresden last round 3-0 win. Of course, Heidenheim did lose to Bremen last round, of course, on this one. Look at the odds on this one. Heidenheim 30-10 for the victory, 25 draw, 2-1 is your away win. That's St. Pauli. Going to go with the win for the hosts. Oh, sorry, the win for the for the leaders. St. Pauli 2-1 win in the end. Paderborn up against Jahn Regensburg. This will be a banger. Taking place on Friday, October the 15th. They play each other according to my eyes 10 times 2008. 5 wins for Paderborn, 4 for Jahn Regensburg, and 1 draw. Big spin for Paderborn, 4-0 win. The big spin there was a 3-0 win. Paderborn coming to just 2 wins and 2 defeats in the past 4 games, 67% form. Meanwhile, Jahn Regensburg just 1 win and 5 for them, 58% form, drawing a lot of the games. However, unbeaten in the last 4, if you want to look at it that way. That's the picture then. Paderborn was a 3-1 win for Paderborn back in October 2010. Last time out, Paderborn did beat Düsseldorf. Meanwhile, Jahn Regensburg picked up a 2-2 draw against Karlsruher. Look at the odds on this one. We got Paderborn 11-10 for the victory, 11-4 on. 11-4 is your 11-10 on is your Paderborn, 11-4 is your Jahn Regensburg, 30-5 is your draw. Paderborn are favourites. Going to go with them as well for the 2-0 win. And of course, maybe even surge to the top of the table. Hannover 96 will take on Schalke in a bit of a banger. Of course, a couple of years ago, this would be in the Premier League. I played 36 times to 2002, 21 wins for Schalke, 9 wins for Hannover, and 6 draws. That was a bit of German there for you. Of course, coming into this one, Hannover with 1 defeat the past 5 for them. Schalke 1 defeat the past 5 also. 67% form for Schalke, looking very good. 4 wins the past 5 games. That's our picture that over in Hannover was a 1-win for Schalke. They've actually back-to-back wins over Hannover. Of course, they beat Ingolstadt last round. Hannover picked up a draw against Nürnberg. 13-8 is your Hannover. 31-20 is your Schalke. 25 draw. It's tight on the odds. I'm going to go with Hannover on this one at home to upset the apple cart a little bit, as Schalke's form is good. Dynamo Dresden will entertain Nürnberg. Of course, another Bobby Dazzler this coming week. Played each other according to my eyes 12 times since 1992. Just 1 win for Dresden, 7 wins for Nürnberg, and 4 draws. Biggest win for Dresden, 2-1 win. The biggest win the other way, 3-0 win for Nürnberg. Coming into this, just 1 win in 5 for Dresden. And Nürnberg coming to this unbeaten in the last 6 games, picking up 4 draws and 2 wins to boot. 67% form compared to Dresden's 33. Last time picture in Dresden was a 1-0 win for Nürnberg. They've actually unbeaten in the last 4 matches against Dresden, picking up 3 wins and a draw to boot. Dresden did lose to St. Pauli last round, 3-0 loss. Meanwhile, Nürnberg picked up a draw against Hannover. Back-to-back draws for them, of course, in the Bundesliga. Also in the Bundesliga at the moment. 7-4 is your Dresden, 29-20 is your away win, 12-5 is your draw. Tight. I'm going to go with the Dresden 1-0 win on this one, just enough to get the W. And of course, move the chains. Hansa Rostock up against Sandhausen, a bit of a relegation 6-pointer already. They played each other 3 times since 2010, 1 win apiece and 1 draw. The one and only win for Rostock, 2-1 win. The one and only win for Sandhausen was a 1-0 win. Rostock winning 2 and losing 2 at the last 4 games, 33% form. Meanwhile, Sandhausen picking up 2 wins at the past 6, also 33% form of the last 6 games. That's like played over in Rostock was a 1-0 win for Sandhausen. That was back in the 3rd division, back in 2011. Oh yes, goodness gracious me. Of course, Rostock coming to this on the back of a 2-0 loss, 2-0 win over Holstein Kiel. And of course, Sandhausen coming to this on the back of a 6-1 loss against Sandhausen. Look at the odds on this one quickly. We got Rostock 11-8 on for the victory, 7-2 is your Sandhausen, 40-5 is your draw. I've gone with the win for Rostock on this one, 2-0 win to take it to the house. And finally, we have Ingolstadt taking on Holstein, bloody Kiel. That's right, taking place on Saturday, October the 16th. Now, these two sides pitched 8 times since 2009. 3 wins for Ingolstadt, 1 win for Kiel, and 4 draws. Biggest win for Ingolstadt, 2-0 win. The biggest win there is a 5-1 win. Coming in chess, Ingolstadt, 4 defeats on the bounce. Meanwhile, Kiel coming to just 1 win in 4 also. 50% form for them. That's the picture that over in Ingolstadt was a 1-1 draw in the Spider Bundesliga back in April 2019. Kiel coming to us back at that 2-0 loss over Rostock. Meanwhile, Ingolstadt coming to us on the back of that loss over Schalke. Odds on this one, Ingolstadt coming at you 21-10 for the victory, 13-10 is your Kiel, 11-5 is your draw. For me, I'm going to go with, I don't know what I've gone with this one. I think I'll go with the draw. Draw in the end. Point split right down the middle. That's my picks, of course, for this coming match. Be sure to get your picks as well using the code CUTLY4. I think it's fine. It is free to enter. It is a good bit of fun. And that's about it, boys. Be sure to give the video some love and smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe. Check the links down below on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course Patreon as well. Until then, give us some love. And until then, I'll see you soon for the next one. Until then, we are done.